Hi, everybody. Claudia McMullen here, founder and Hugo's Human of Hugo Coffee Roasters. As you know, we do weekly fundraisers for specific, small, cash-strapped, volunteer-based rescues around the nation. And today, we are here to welcome our philanthropy partner of the week, who happens to be local too, which is fantastic because we love supporting Utah-based organizations. Good morning, Jessica from Whiskers, Utah.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. I've actually been enjoying a nice cup of the Betty's Brew this morning, so super excited to be
Fantastic.
here.
That's awesome. So I'm gonna bring it up right now. So the way the fundraiser works for your fan base, my fan base knows, but for your fan base, because we want you to broadcast this out to everybody who loves Whiskers and loves you and loves cats. What we do is we hold week-long fundraisers where I donate $2.50 for every item sold on the website during the course of the week. Now, that's for every item. One, not for every order, every item. And two, if you do get Betty's Brew, which Betty's Brew is a breakfast blend that we launched in honor of Betty White. And if you buy Betty's Brew, I donate $5 for every bag sold to Whiskers, Utah during the course of that week. So that's just a big old fat reminder to all your fans. And now now let's chat about Whiskers. Now, Jessica, tell me about Whiskers, Utah. How did it start and what your mission is?
So Whiskers was founded in 2018. I have a background working in shelters and animal welfare, and the one common denominator that I experienced during my time in those fields is that there needed to be a rescue who catered to animals at high risk for euthanasia. So seniors, medical cases, special needs. And so those are really the cats that we focus on. We do get kittens every year. We call them future seniors. And we really try and support the community cat trappers that are doing TNR.
Sure. You know, I used to run Nuzzles and Company.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So like I know the world of animal welfare and animal rescue. I'm not a great rescuer though, because I get really upset by the stories of abuse, neglect, and abandonment, particularly with the elder babies and the medically challenged. So that's very upsetting to me. So this is how I fulfill my love of animals. Rather than rescue, I support rescue.
I mean, we need all of that to make it all come together. So we appreciate what you do.
Oh, it's my favorite thing in the world. Okay, now tell me, what geographic area does Whiskers, Utah service? One, and two, where do you get the fosters? Where do you get the cats, the sick and the elderly?
Right. So we are pretty well known now by most of our shelters as somebody who caters to seniors and not likely to get adopted cats. We do cater to Davis and Weber County. We pull cats from shelters all over as resources allow here in Utah. So we've taken cats from Vernal and from Utah County and from, some of the even more rural areas like Enoch and Roosevelt. Places will reach out to us for cats that they know kind of need to come to Whiskers. They need to be Whiskers cats. We also really like to help elderly people who can no longer care for their animals. We are contacted by social workers and things like that to help with situations where maybe somebody's passed away or somebody's going into a care center. And generally they do have senior cats. So, trying to mitigate those cats and keep them out of the shelters is always a goal of ours as well.
Right, because it's so traumatic.
Yes,
it is. One, they feel abandoned.
Yeah.
I mean, and frankly, they are abandoned a lot of times. So
yeah.
Anything anybody can do to prevent, and particularly an elder pet, from going into a shelter, because even when they go into the shelter and then they get pulled by Whiskers, it's still traumatizing, and we're still talking about too many days. It's too much
right
time.
Right. And oftentimes you'll find that with elderly people who have declining health, their pet's health has also declined. So
Right.
those animals tend to not do well in shelters. You
Right.
know, sometimes they've had great care, but you know, over the last few months or whatever, that care has diminished some, and so it's even harder on those ones to go into the
Yeah.
shelter system.
Yeah, it breaks my heart. But what doesn't break my heart is an organization like Whiskers Utah filling this niche need. And this is kind of becoming for me and Beth like a soft spot in our hearts, because we supported organizations that do cater to finding either or providing sanctuary
Yeah.
or providing forever homes for elder dogs and cats. And it just we just love it. And also we also support organizations that supply interim care for dogs
Right.
and cats when there's a change in circumstances in somebody's life, and they
Yes.
don't necessarily give up on the animal and put the animal in a shelter.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, how big is your foster network?
So our foster network varies from about 30 to 50 active fosters. We are always in need of fosters.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes people will foster a specific cat and they end up adopting that cat. And for whatever reason, they may not be able to continue fostering. We are very fortunate. A lot of my fosters have been with us for a long time. And you know, it takes some skill to do what we do with the older babies and stuff. And so I'm very fortunate to have some really dedicated fosters and volunteers. But we are always, and I mean always, in need of new fosters.
Sure. And, you know, shout out to fosters, by the way. I mean, what you do is very difficult. What they do is very difficult, right? I'm a foster failure. I did it once, man, and I got Hugo as a result.
Yeah. We call them foster wins because they are wins. You know, anytime that an animal, whether it's through starting out as a foster, gets to have a permanent home, I mean, we love that. And sometimes you fall in love with your fosters and you realize that they are already home, and that's exactly where they're supposed to be, and that is wonderful too.
Absolutely, 100%. Now, give me an idea of how once a cat gets into foster, then I presume there's a window of time where you are supporting the cat medically and in addition, obviously, to emotionally and all that way. Absolutely. And then there's a time when the cat becomes adoptable.
Yes.
How do you adopt out? How do you find forever homes for the foster cats?
Well, we have a wonderful website, which is whiskersutah.org. We also have the Farmington Station Petco and the Bountiful Petco. We have the habitats at those stores. And so our cats, you know, will rotate out of those locations. And then we hold events pretty much twice a month.
Wow.
And so events are a great way to meet a larger number of our cats, and that is always fun. And, you know, I think that our Facebook page definitely generates traffic to our website, and you can view all of our adoptable cats on whiskersutah.org. And then, you know, there are cats that stay with us through end of life. I mean, I specifically have done quite a bit of hospice care, and we like to make sure that they have the very best of everything, you know, vet care, getting everything that we can treat and that we can do to make them happy and comfortable. It is a life-changing experience when you care for hospice cats. And I'm very fortunate, again, to have a couple of wonderful fosters who have really developed a heart for doing that as well.
Right. Now, what is a normal lifespan for a cat?
It can be actually 15 to 20 years, and there are even cats that go into 20 to 25. So the key really is indoor cats. If you want to extend the life of your cat, you know, there's so many things these days that you can do to give them an amazing life being indoors. You know, catios, we always are recommending building catios for your cat friends, but they really do have a much longer life expectancy when they're indoor cats.
And do you have an idea as to about how many cats in your care and your foster care system find their forever homes annually?
Yeah. So actually, last year we had 123 adoptions.
Nice.
And we have, since Whiskers began, we have actually rescued, I think it was 586 cats. 486 cats have been adopted since we started, which is pretty amazing considering most of those cats were all high risk cats.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so the total number that we have rescued since 2018 is 563.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's isn't it like the most fulfilling thing in the world to help an elder or medically challenged cat find their home?
It is. It's amazing, you know. And we originally we have the Gray Whiskers program, and that initially was set out to prove that these cats, whether they have kidney disease, whether they need a prescription diet, we set out to prove that by doing their basic medical things like dentals and things and getting them back to health, that we actually could find them homes. And we have proven that time and time again. You know, special needs cats, CH cats, cats that, you know, definitely are viewed as not being adoptable sometimes. And we've been really successful in finding the most amazing humans. I have to say that working with this population of cats, you just meet some amazing people that kind of share our heart.
Like almost by definition, right?
Yes.
Almost by definition, if somebody adopts a special needs elder cat, they are amazing humans.
Yes, it's so true. I mean,
right?
Yes, it's absolutely true. And we're so fortunate because we really try and stay in contact with our adopters and stuff. And I mean, seeing these cats, you know, flourish in their home is just, it's amazing. I mean, I feel so grateful to be able to do what Whiskers does and, you know, to be, you know, just doing amazing work, basically.
Yeah, I just think what you do is fantastic. I think you should be very proud of yourself. It's amazing what you do, and we're thrilled to help you. We're thrilled to help you. So now that gets me to the rah shish gumba part of the live stream, which is where I say, all right, Jessica, we got 3.5 more days left of this fundraiser. So let's get the word out to your fan base and our fan base to buy. And if you don't buy coffee, that's okay. Buy a hat. If you don't buy a mug, drink tea out of the mug, like whatever. Just buy something. And I will donate $2.50 for every item purchased, or $5 if you purchase Betty's Brew, which is darn good coffee, as you can attest.
It is. It's amazing. I love it.
Excellent. All right. So now we have 3.5 more days. And also, I want to remind your fan base that, yes, you have a code that we want you to put in. But if you don't worry about it. I donate anyway. It's more for internal purposes. And the other thing I want to remind you and your fan base is at Hugo Coffee, we view this as the creation of a relationship. And you will be hearing from us again in a few months, 3 to 6 months. And we'll be doing this again for Whiskers Utah and Jessica's organization to try to save more cats. And now the final thing I want to ask you, Jessica, is, okay, say we kill it. The cat people come out in droves and they support you. And we can write you a check from $300 to $500. Like, what would you do with that?
Well, because we do a serious amount of medical, that definitely will always be used to help medically support our cats. And right now, there is an animal welfare crisis. So there are cats needing to be spayed and neutered. And with that money, we definitely can help support spaying and neutering cats as well. So either one of those would be great. I will just say our biggest call to action is to spay and neuter everything.
Yes.
Literally, spay and neuter.
Everything. Yes. Everything needs to be spayed and neutered.
Yes.
I agree. Every living being needs to be spayed and neutered.
Yes.
Maybe not humans. But eventually, you know, life takes care of that. So, Jessica, let's get the word out. Let's sell, and let's kill it. Let's kill
We
it in
are
this
going to have
fundraiser.
so much fun. We have a ton of people out there who love coffee and love cats. So we're super excited and looking so forward to showing you guys what our fan base can do and get some support.
Excellent. We're so excited to receive your support by the buying of the coffee. And and as Beth will attest, my favorite day is Monday. I can't wait for the Monday to write you a check.
Right. Yay.
So
Thank you so much.
The bigger, the better. Now, sell. And you, Jessica, have a fantastic weekend.
You have a wonderful weekend as well. Thank you so much.